Okay, so for work, I've been working on the CMDB team, which stands for Configuration Management Database. I've been working on this team for about 6 months now, but about 2 months ago, my manager left, which required me to learn a lot on my own. And so for the past 4 months, I've been doing a lot of research, a lot of learning on my own. So this is kind of the culmination, but also the basics of what I've learned that I would like to share with you. The configuration management it holds a lot of information. It can do a lot of things, but it all starts at the base level of the configuration item. And I wanted to read with you the definition of a configuration item based on IBM's definition of it. And they say here, starting right here, a configuration item is a component that is considered part of your IT infrastructure, such as computer system or software application. Its configuration items are managed through database records that identify its attributes and relationships to other CIs. Um, and so this is the gist of it. And so the main issue that a lot of people have, and IT professionals that have with the CMDB, is how low do they go or how surface level? Because when you see a computer system here, do you also catalog the mice and the keyboards? Do you catalog for a server the hard drives and their serial numbers and their capacity? And what about the RAM and etc.? And it can become very bloated super quickly. But if you don't include some of this information, it's just like, well, if something goes wrong, then it's not, if your RAM goes, your hard drive goes out, it's not listed, and you don't know kind of how long it's been in there, and etc. And so you got to figure out based on what your company or service offers, how deep you need to go. And so that's something I need to research a lot about. I would kind of roll with you guys here about some of the different CI types that we have here at OIT. Tons of different types here that are super useful, I guess you can say. Switches, virtual machines, UPS, VLANs, Y-time clocks, AV computers, equipment. These are some of the major things that we kind of consider important to be logged in the configuration management database. Here on the left here of ServiceNow, you can see configuration management, CMDB. There's a lot of categories and a lot of drop downs and a lot of, I guess that's not very long, but just it can get really long really quickly based on all the things that are listed in here. So it's easy to get lost. So it requires a lot of understanding and playing around with to get used to what's in here. I want to share with you guys one of the services that I can share with you, which is enrollment. It's basically the ability tool to provide students the ability to enroll in classes, which I think for us as students is very important. And here are some of its dependencies, class role, registration, DC apply, web. This allows us to go into the web portal, go into a browser and add and delete classes. And these are the colleges or the things that support it. And so kind of here's a map. I was going to pull up a map here of what it looks like. And so can you picture here a system that relies, a web service that relies upon a process that relies upon different things, different databases, etc. I wish I could show you an actual service, but this is as close as I can get to that. And so, there's a software that allows registration, and registration is part of enrollment, and that's part of student records and the campus education. So this is kind of the basic outline of what CMDB is and how it is used. So if there's an error on, this end right here, we can suspect that it's either here or above somewhere that we can kind of troubleshoot. And when the mask gets real big, really long, it's actually really nice to see this visually to understand where the problem is coming from. And so being able to learn from these things allows me this opportunity to better serve and help others. I know this is really short, really quick, and really fast, but I hope that you're able to understand a little more fully what configuration management is, what I've learned from it, the basics of it, and moving forward on how I can make this better. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Good luck with finals.